Hey y'all, let's do a reading, shall we? It is bright and early on a Saturday morning, and I want to do a weekly reading. So we're going to get right into it. I have already shuffled the cards. Our bottom card is the Five of Pentacles, and I did take a little peek because I wanted to know what we were in for, and well, we're in for that. We're in for a little bit of self-pity, a little bit of self-sabotage, a little bit of woe is me. So listen, it doesn't have to be that way. Let's look at the week and see what we can do to solve this problem. Okay, yeah. Monday, Six of Swords. So that's in other words, what we can take from that is you can fly away from your drama, from your not fly from your problems, but you can turn the tide on your dilemma. Typically this card, it means the Six of Swords. It means moving with grace, quiet, and determination towards a better future. Okay? How's that? You like that? Good. All right, let's get some clarification. We're gonna use the Rider-Waite-Smith for clarification today. Let's see here. Why is the Six of Swords on Monday? You got to be careful. Oh, that was easy. Okay. The sun. The sun is there. The sun is there. You see the sun? Yes. You see the sun. So the emperor is a bit of a mixed bag. Sometimes the emperor, because the emperor can be self-isolating, and in that self-isolation, they're a bit maniacal, a bit narcissistic. But in this case, no. The emperor, the energy off this emperor, and with the Six of Swords, it's a powerful masculine energy, and I don't know if this is you or someone. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I don't really want to be like, wow, I'm like, that is an amazing clarification. That's an absolutely amazing clarification of cards. Those three cards, and the fact that the Three of Swords is upside down, reversed, if you will. And then you've got the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. So there's something I'm missing, though. There's something I'm missing. Hold on just a second. Let me get the Santa Muerte deck, and let's just pull one more card to see what's happening here. Because I would like to tell you, the end of you're healing from heartbreak. You're this independent person. You're finding your Ten of Pentacles, and the everything you wish for is going to be manifested now. But it requires a decision from you, a very determined decision from you. And that's a lot for Monday. But this is my advice, okay? This is my advice for Monday. Be very discriminating in how you spend your time. So what I want you to do is work towards healing, what the universe wants you to do, okay? I want you to do it too, but work towards those things that heal you. So stay away from people and places and things and activities and apps on your phone that pull energy from you, and instead go to things that you know you're comfortable with, that you know you can find healing in. Because I think you have a potential this week, just to start us off on the week, you have a potential to become like your own. This sounds weird and cliche, and there's too much of it on the internet right now, but you have the potential to be your own best friend, to be your own sort of soulmate this week, and do what's best for you in this energy, and make the decisions that will carry you forward into the future. So there's that. Monday, wow, pretty heavy so far. Tuesday, all right, so do we see the connection here? Carry that over into Tuesday, and you're actually living those 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Let's clarify the 10 of Pentacles. It's like, it's tempting just to say, you know, you're going to live your best life. Tuesday is beautiful and amazing, and everything at work is going to be just a joy. It's going to be like a vacation. It might be, but let's just see. Also, it could be family related. A lot of you, if you still have family in town from the previous holiday, or if you have family coming in, there's a lot of family here. Okay. Well, we have the Queen of Wands at the bottom. Justice. Yeah. Yeah. There's a feeling of, I don't want to say righteousness, but there's a feeling of finding, not a balance, but finding justice within something that happened to you. So, yeah, I think it's just mostly, and not that this is a little deal, but I think that you're finding your own power. I think, you know, for those of you who didn't get some kind of closure, who did get some kind of closure on a situation, and you're ready to move forward on that, I think you really see and understand the reasoning, right? Things are clear, logically clear, and make this decision seem sound. I don't know if that makes much sense, but Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Yeah. Your sort of head has caught up to your heart, soul. Everything is sort of in alignment. Your head, heart, and soul make sense of this situation. And I think there's a lot of peace and a lot of clarity with things that have happened in the past, but also with your situation as you are now. In a practical sense, this is a really great day to work on projects or issues that you've sort of been putting off, whether it's a financial matter that you should have taken care of, or whether it's things that require your thinking. Tuesday's a great day to put your mind to it and really solve some problems. You will sleep better at night if you do that. So Tuesday, you're going to have the support and love of friends, family, the universe, yourself. You're going to have a confidence in knowing some things on Tuesday. So use that, put that to good use and solve your own problems. Get yourself right in the world. Okay, Wednesday. Wednesday. Yeah, the star. Doesn't get any better than that. Well, it does for me, but all right. The star. The star. Like all I see is the lasso. All I see is her wrangling the heavens above. I don't know what's going on with y'all this week, but it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Again, this is just carry through on Wednesday from having the power to set yourself right, be on the right course, healing. I think, from a practical sense, from a 3D responsibility track in this culture with your job or whatever, Wednesday is going to be a great day to dream up some good ideas. Yeah. So if you've got some projects coming up that you need some creativity, Wednesday's a great idea for that creative process or to figure out creative solutions. Yeah. All right. So bottom card we have is the King of Pentacles. We've got the Devil. Yeah. The devil's in the details. And also, a lot of us forget that as artists, we not only see a light and a shadow side, but we kind of have to have a constant communication with that negative aspect of the universe, that static, that devil on our shoulder. Artists do, because that's part of the energy that we intuit and create from. If every artist created pictures of rainbows and unicorns jumping through clouds, art wouldn't exist, right? So this is necessary. Not everyone would see it this way, but like I tell you guys all the time, there's not one tarot reading in the history of tarot reading that comes from a vacuum. And they all are influenced by the reader and by the experiences the reader has had, as well as the time that we're living in right now. So for me, if you've come to my channel, when we pull up the Devil with the star on a weekly reading, we're talking about what it takes to have your best creative life. And it takes a little bit of influence, a little bit of naughtiness. Think about the humor. Think about comedians. They're artists. Think about comedians and the art that they bring to people. Is it all like highbrow, high level? There's quite a bit of naughtiness in humor, right? Quite a bit. So it's that ability to extrapolate and speak to the devil instead of act to the devil, right? And that's the same in every art form. Now, sometimes, just to be clear, artists do take action with the devil, and it gets quite muddled. Let me just say that. All right. That was quite the diatribe, but I think it's important also to know, from y'all's standpoint, those of you who aren't artists, I think this is good information. All right, so Queen of Pentacles. And the Ten of Wands. Yeah, so the Ten of Wands has been coming up a lot lately. Um, on Wednesday, maybe there is, maybe you can release yourself of this Ten of Wands, which is a burden, right? The Ten of Wands is a heavy burden to carry, but it does mean you're almost at the beginning again. It means you're almost at the end of this journey, of having this heavy weight to carry with you. So I would just, I think it's a great day to be creative and to move into spheres of problem solving that you haven't before. And I think that will release you a little bit from the responsibilities and the weights that you've put on yourself. Okay. Thursday. Wow. This is like pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'll move these over a little bit. We're not going to have room for all 7 if we keep this up. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, all I'm drawn to, and I'm never drawn to this for this card in the Light Seers deck, but all I'm drawn to is that lamb. Thursday might be, I don't know, if you are given the opportunity to be protective, whether it's with a family member, an animal, an idea that you had, a privilege, a right. If you have an opportunity to be protective on Thursday of something that's valuable to you, I wouldn't be surprised. Be confident in that, no matter who it is who's on the attack. Even if there's no attack, even if it's just you're protecting. Let me tell you something too. You can be protective in timing, right? So for example, let's say that you've got a heavy burden, and you really, really want to tell somebody about it. And you think you know the perfect person, whether it's your mom or your best friend, but then once you get together with them and you start talking to them, you realize that their bandwidth is not there. That they've been dealing with their own stuff, or whether they're in a mood, or whatever's going on, they're not capable of it. So sometimes being protective means protecting them from yourself. It means protecting them from your problems too. The time will come when either you resolve it within yourself or you're able to share it with them. But in the meantime, you can protect them from your own problems. That's part of protection. Okay. I don't know, if that resonates with you, but you can do that. Protect somebody from your own stuff. Realize that there's timing involved in leaving your burden with someone else. Why is strength here? Otherwise, oh, yeah. That was a flyaway here. It's just so what it's saying, what this is saying is that it's going to sort of reignite your burden within someone else. You don't want to do that, right? Okay. And we're not stuck on that. This could be protection of many, many different kinds. You've got the High Priestess here, so it definitely could deal with family. Whoops. The Hanged Man, strength again, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this is closer to my analogy than I thought it was. This is closer to my analogy than I at first assumed. I think if there is an opportunity to tell someone about this journey, I would say make sure they're in the right place to receive it. And once you let this cat out of the bag, they know it forever. So, be discriminating, I would say, this week overall with what you disclose to other people. I'm very much getting the sense of, once you share something with somebody, it's shared forever. There's no taking it back. And so if you're the type that's usually reserved, and this week you're sort of excited to tell and share your secrets and like lay it all out because you feel like you need that cleansing, step it back a notch. Make sure that you want this person to know that forever. Yeah, that's what I would say about Thursday. And also keep in mind, in being discriminate about how you share, you really have the potential to sort of clarify it, filter it through again. And I think you're going to get more insight on it if you sit with it for a little while longer before sharing it. There's so I'm a practicer of transcendental meditation. And with transcendental meditation, we're given a mantra by our leader, and it's not spoken. Only once is it spoken, when the leader gives it to one of the folks who decide to practice meditation. And then after that, it's just in my head, right? And everyone who supposedly has a different mantra, but how do we know, really? And then, that has power. That has power in not being spoken, right? You do give power away when you speak something to another person. Sometimes, like with therapy, for example, that can be really great because you bottle things up. One bottles things up. We tend to bottle things up, and they fester and they ferment and they rot and they petrify inside of us because we haven't let it out. And so then we're able to work with a trained professional or coach or a psychotherapist and really sort of release ourselves of those things that have churned up inside of us. But some things we're still working on, or some things that are special and sacred to us, we can keep to ourselves a little bit longer and just sort of figure out. And what I'm saying is that you might get some more clarification on this issue if you do sort of filter it through one more lens. Okay, that's enough about Thursday. Good God. Okay, Friday. Are you ready to get some work done? And I don't mean like plastic surgery. I mean, are you ready to work? This is a good day to work. Friday. I mean, you fucked around all week. You might as well put some work into it. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure you still worked your 9-to-5 job or whatever it is. All right. So, yeah. The only thing is, and I'm never, here we had the lamb that I was attracted to with the strength card. The light seers is giving a whole freshness to me today. It's the heart behind bars with the Queen of Swords. So yes, the Queen of Swords is confident, is smart, has learned. Man, she's so smart. She's so strategic. She's like one step ahead of the game. She studies history. She studies strategy. She studies fighting. She studies everything. The Queen of Wands is freaking smart. She's also confident in her knowing of that. And she is very powerful too. There's a spiritual power to the Queen of Swords. Decisive. Maybe a little too heady sometimes. Maybe there's not enough heart. So let's see what we have to balance it out. We have Judgment. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Lovers. Yeah, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. I'm getting a little bit of that distraction energy I recently pulled for Libra. Great reading. Also for the, I won't divulge anything, but for the recent pick a card, this came up too. Go watch that. The pick a card reading is absolutely phenomenal. So I want to say there's almost, let me pull one more card, because what I'm seeing is a little bit of a distraction. I'm almost seeing a person, and I don't know if this is you or another person, but I'm almost seeing a person who is, okay, this is a very specific sort of analogy, but it's almost like this person is very much aware of the connection that they have with another person, but rather than share that connection with them, they've put them on the back burner to work their tails off to make money, be successful, to have something to show for life, to bring that to them eventually. And sort of the message gets lost. We lose the plot in that situation because, number one, a real partner augments our ability to achieve success, and we can get there faster, stronger together. And then two, if you ignore and deny a connection like this, it's going to either toxify or they're going to find someone else, you know? All right, and this flew out. We're talking about the Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's a certain level of this bravado. I very rarely use this word, but there's a bravado to this action on Friday of where, like, it's almost like I've got to get some shit done. I've been sort of on this weird sort of spiritual journey all week, and I got to get some shit done. And deep in your heart of hearts, deep in their heart of hearts, they're also like, I've got this really strong connection. I know I do. I've got to work so I can put my life together so that I can get back to it. It's like, no, brother, the time is now. You know, you find somebody that you have a connection with, a soul contract with, and you've got to spend time with them now. It's not. Be careful. Okay. So yes, work, absolutely. Get done on some projects, but also I would highly recommend you connect to those people that you love. Ooh, otherwise, dun dun dun. I'm kidding, of course, because it's not linear like that. But who knows? Eight of Swords. Sorry, this is a mess. This is not going to be conducive to shorts. which is what I'd love to do. All right, so Saturday. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. See that that poor gal in the Eight of Swords. See that? Look. What are the crows binding her with? Like, it looks like dental floss. I'm actually getting somber looking at this. Because obviously the Eight of Swords is self-sabotage. The Eight of Swords is, you know, there's with the swords, there's action involved, right? The swords are very action-based cards. You also have more deceit and lies in the sword suit. In the sword suit. Because I just say that because I'm so sweet. And that's what this is all about, is that it's that self-deception. Let's not forget that part of self-sabotage and part of that angle of things in the swords is self-deception, is lying to yourself. I'm getting this feeling of I don't want it anyway. This is what's coming off of that card. I don't want it anyway. I don't want it anyway. Why do I care about so-and-so or about this or that? I don't want it anyway. It's fucking bullshit, for one thing. It's like excuse my French, I have been very good about not swearing on this channel this last week, but not today, not with Saturday. So it's a lot like, like a 5-year-old, and they're whining and screaming for a treat or to spend time with grandma or something, and they're denied that activity, and they're like, well, I don't want it anyway. It's a lie. It's a bald-faced lie. Well, and guess what? Also, you're an adult. If you're watching this, I hope you're an adult, because I just dropped the F-bomb. I don't want it anyway, so why do I care? Well, you do care. And remember what I was just talking about earlier about those things that sit inside us and can petrify, the things we need to talk about? This is one of those things that we need to talk about. If we really want something, we need to try to make it work until we've exhausted every avenue that we have. We can't sit on a desire for something and then say, oh, I don't want it anyway. Deny our own true self? No. But guess what's coming? Bottom card's the Tower. Figuring some shit out. Oh, that's what you want? That's what you want? Oh, you want to be the King of Cups so bad. You want to give this love so bad. But you don't want it anyway. Why don't you want it? Saturday's a mess. Saturday's a mess. You better reach out to that person that you care about. You better tell them you don't want it anyway. What a load of bullcock. Listen, you want to give that love. Let me pull one clarifier also. One more. I don't need it at all, though. I don't need it. Maybe you do. I have a feeling you do. All right, let me pull one more card. Listen. Just be careful. Like, I think there's multiple people in your life who want your love. And I think you're saying, I don't want it anyway. How do I say this? There's multiple people in your life that want your love, and the connection that is the hardest for you yields the greatest reward. that low-hanging fruit. There's a lot of bad apples. There's a lot of bad players. There's a lot of falseness. This little guy with his little ticket there acting like he's poor. You know this? This is one of the myths of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So, you know, the 6 of Pentacles represents generosity and getting to the point where you have enough to share with others. And still, the guy in the middle still rich. He's not giving it all away, but he has enough that he can give it to those less fortunate than him because he's a generous person now. But then look carefully in this pocket, you see a ticket, perhaps to a theater, perhaps he's an actor, perhaps this person isn't poor. Be wary of those people who would act in your life for their own vendetta, right? For their own benefit, who are false. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Because you have a lot of love to give, but no, you don't want it anyway. You don't want it anyway because that one connection is really hard. Oh, the sun. That one connection is really hard. I get it. But it is everything. So you denying it for yourself and saying, I don't want it. It doesn't matter anyway. Doesn't matter. I don't need to talk to that person because I don't want it anyway. No. And then you give your love to these low vibrational actors, these people who were sent to distract you. Okay, Saturday's a little rough. Saturday's rough. You know, I mean, the advice from the universe would be to get yourself the frail out of the 7 swords. Take the blindfold off. Break free and actually be the King of Cups. Actually live this emotion and vulnerability and start telling these people what's going on. I almost shuffled for Sunday. Okay. Sunday. Yeah, a little bit of fortune after difficulty. Okay. Hopefully this plays out. Regardless, I think it definitely does. I think, you know, some connections are stronger than this 7 of Swords. All right. But that aside, see what else is going on. I think some of you could also have tense relationships with family on Saturday. And, you know, just be generous in your interactions with them. Be unconditional with your love with them. Be stewards of their trust. Okay? What does that mean? Understand that you should take nothing for granted. And so you should earn their trust every day. Okay, 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. We got a party. We got a stage. We got fortune after difficulty. We got acknowledgement, love. We got fire. We got fortune, fame. It's very specific. This Sunday energy, there's a lot of it. And I don't have a lot of cards left, so I have to shuffle for a long time to get the right cards. They're going to make sense. It's not all. Oh my gosh. Loosen up a little bit with the energy. Bright lights. Talladega Nights, right? Friday Night Lights. I'm just rambling now to get the energy a little unstuck. Okay, goddamn. Knight of Wands. The Chariot, yeah. and the Two of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, and then driving that is the Page of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. Yeah, I'm I don't like this. Sorry. I don't like this. Hold on a second. There's something else. There's something definitely that I'm missing about Sunday. Yeah, you'd think, oh, the Nine of Cups and the Chariot. Oh, somebody's decided to come towards me. No, hold on. Fortune after difficulty. My soulmate or my love is coming back. No, hold on. No. It ain't like that. Two of Wands. Again. Nine of Swords. The Fool. Queen of Pentacles. Santa Muerte. The Star. Two of Cups at the bottom. No. No, no, no. No swords, except for that Nine of Swords. Okay. Okay. Got it. No, I'm sorry. I'm incredibly dense and I'm starving and I need to go work out. So obviously I wasn't going to give you the right message. Don't be delusional. Don't be delusional on Sunday. There's a potential to go into la la land when you might need to deal with some real problems. You might need to deal with some stuff on Sunday. You might need to talk it out. You might need to go through this week. You might need to call your trained professional. There's some stuff going on. And this back and forth of this psychotic mess of, not psychotic mess, calm down. That's not what I'm meaning. I'm using that term very casually. But I can't really do that, can I? With masters in psychology. Be very careful on Sunday that you don't get yourself wrapped up into a false idea, especially with someone who's very low vibrational, who is this low-hanging fruit we were talking about, who's one of these actors. I see the potential for whoever is watching this, for whoever's energy I'm pulling right now. I see the potential for you to get into a situation with someone on Saturday, like whether you meet someone at a bar or on an app and you get with one of these low vibrational players, man or woman, and then you end up concocting this ridiculous scenario where it works out with them on Sunday. You know, I mean, for one thing, I would say now is the time, especially after all this. Don't backslide into some, ridiculous one-night stand or hookup. You've been through a lot. Be kind to yourself. If you feel like you need to, I'm not going to judge, okay? But if you feel like you need to get out there and get your jingles jangled, then go ahead. But don't start fantasizing about this person and the life you're going to put together with them the next day. Because that's not happening. All right, so that's that. I knew I didn't like it for a reason. It struck me right away okay. So just try to avoid that. If you need a one-night stand, know what it is, know what you're doing. it's best to not get involved in anything right now. There's a whole other love you're dealing with. So you're going to go out and bang some strange to, no, don't go here. Don't go here. Yeah, sure. Go out and whatever, if that's what you want to do. I'm not going to judge, but don't turn it into this. Don't say, oh my God, how this person might actually be the one. We met at the bar and it was last call and I was completely, beer goggly, but I think, the next day, after they're gone, I think this person might be the one. Yeah, finally. Oh, I'm going to go full force at this person. I've made my decision. They're my 9 of cups. They're not. Okay, absolutely not. Knock it off. Do not get yourself in a situation like that, because I don't want to pull next Saturday for Monday and then the rest of the week being a shit show. They're not your 9 of cups. Don't be delusional. Don't be self-sabotaging. Don't lose this amazing progress that you've made. Don't lose these lessons. All right. That's it. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. But if you're watching this, I'm trying to help you. And that's it. That's it. So good luck this week. And yeah, be careful out there. Regardless, use protection. Okay. Love you guys.